Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be continuing this series Love the Skin You're In, and we're here with part 2 on things to consider when starting a skincare routine. Now last week we explored the skin and the skin's barrier. We got a little bit of information on the fact that our skin has 3 layers and all of that good stuff, and so today I just want to add 6 more steps or tips as to what to consider when starting your skincare routine. Before we get into this week's video, let's just recap last week's video where we discussed the first 6 steps to consider when starting a skincare routine. And they are: 1. Know your skin type. 2. Know where you are in your life. 3. Know your skin issues and your skincare goals. 4. Keep it simple. 5. Stay the course. And number 6, wear your SPF. And number 7 is to give it at least 4 to 6 weeks before you see any real results or any significant changes. Now, some persons start a skincare routine and within the first week, 1, they want to add another product, or 2, they not seeing the results that they want and they think, oh my god, this is not working. Now, last week I told you all, stay the course, and this week I'm telling you, please give it at least 4 to 6 weeks. 1, your skin has a cycle. Our skin and our cell turnover takes time. It does not happen in a week. It actually happens over about 28 days. So that is at least a month to give anything any real significant time to work. Number 2, when we start a skincare routine, especially consistently, our skin goes through something called purging, and that's where all the gunk and all, whatever is underneath the skin, especially when you're giving it that TLC, it starts to come forward. And actually, this is where sometimes people think they have an allergic reaction or they're sensitive to a product, but in truth and in fact, you may not be. Now, you have to look out for purging pimples, and that usually happens in this region, like your lower face and your jawline and that kind of thing, and sometimes even all on your forehead and stuff, depending on how many things you have to bring forward or how much love your skin is now getting, especially if you're adding something like a cleansing tool or actives or anything to extract or clean your pores out. Please know that purging is going to take place and you have to give that time to settle. In addition to purging, there is also the length of time a particular product may take to actually work. So serums, for example, may take about 8 weeks to work, 4 to 6 to 8 weeks sometimes in some instances. Some ingredients, for example, glycolic acid, that could take about 3 to 6 months before you actually see any real results. Salicylic acid, all of these things, you have to give your skin time to allow this product to work. Give yourself a proper skin cycle, which is about 4 weeks. Then you will see some real results. So please guys, give it at least 4 weeks before we start jumping into another product or even coming to any opinion that this is not working. Please give it some time. And number 8, I'm a makeup artist. I love makeup. I love to hashtag woke up like this. I love the fact that when I do a client's face and she sends me a picture 12 hours after, everything's still intact, everything's still pumping, I'm here for it. After doing this video, do I want to take this makeup off? No. But I'm here to say to you, number 8 is to remove your makeup always. That is non-negotiable. Like, I am here to let you know, in my class, it's non-negotiable. Like, you remove your makeup always. Here's why. 1, especially when you're sleeping with your makeup overnight. This is the time when our body rejuvenates itself, our pores, take the time to absorb and really rejuvenate. Our skin on a whole takes the time to rejuvenate itself. When you sleep with your makeup on, whatever is on your face is what your skin is absorbing. So if we have primer, we have foundation, we have powder on, what is your skin absorbing? All of these things. What's gonna happen? clogged pores. What's gonna happen? Breakouts. Who wants that? Nobody. So please remove your makeup always, and I would suggest and advise that you get a cleansing balm so that you really get to dissolve your makeup properly before you go in with your cleanser, which is going to get to the skin, get to the pores, and really clean out everything that was there before. So my friend, my girl, take off your makeup. You can still hashtag woke up like this, just without the makeup. I don't talk. So we're back. Now we're gonna get straight into number 9, and that is to add a night cream. Now you may be wondering, why do I need to add a night cream when my moisturizer says for day and night? Now most times when you have a daytime moisturizer or moisturizing lotion, more so, like more specifically, those tend to be a little bit lighter, especially if it is you're going to use it in the daytime and you're going to be using it under makeup. Those things are considered when formulating those types of products, and as a result it wouldn't be very heavy. It doesn't give any, greater to slip or anything like that. It's really formulated to sit under your makeup because your skincare should be done before putting on makeup, right? Now when you add a night cream tends to be a little heavier, or even an overnight mask. It tends to be a little bit heavier. The ingredients are a little bit different. The ingredients tend to be more hydrating, and they tend to go deeper. Those types of ingredients tend to penetrate the pores a lot deeper than your daytime moisturizer, and this is where this will help give you extra hydration, because not to mention at night the place is a lot colder. We sometimes sleep in AC. I mean, the fan alone gives enough. If you just use a fan alone, especially these nights when the place is so humid and so cold, it's going to suck a lot of moisture out of your skin, and that's why it's very important to add the extra hydration and the extra moisturization to the skin to ensure that you have a healthier glow in the morning. So I mean, obviously if you're now starting, budgets are limited, that's fine. But eventually when you get a hang of things and you're in the rhythm and you're in a good routine, it would be really, really great and very beneficial to add a night cream to your skincare routine. Number 10, guys, is where I'm going to recommend a product to add to your skincare routine. So if it is you are in fact, you have your cleanse, tone, moisturize down, your eye cream, your lip care, all of that, all well and good. This is where you can add one more product to your skincare regime and really take your skincare game a notch up, and that is to add a face mask. Now when I say a face mask, I know everybody's going to be thinking, oh my god, a clay mask. No, a clay mask ideally should be used probably once, twice a month at most, because that is a product that actually draws impurities and a lot of gunk forward, as well as while it's doing that, it could also be very drying. I would suggest you use a hydrating mask or introduce a hydrating mask, and the recommendation for these masks most times are like twice a week. So if you could at least get a face mask in twice a week, that would be excellent. That will kick your game up a notch. And I'm going to be doing an entire series on masking, because I did a challenge last year, masking for 20 days a month. That was really, really exciting for me. So I'm going to be doing an entire series after this about masking and all the benefits of it, and what you see, what you don't see, and that type of thing. So that being said, and if you can with a little stretch, add 1 or 2 sheet masks in there, even if it's just twice a month for now, then I mean that will even be better, because sheet masks are so hydrating and the benefits are so much. So stay tuned for this the masking series. That's going to be super exciting. Anyway, we're giving away too much. So the recommendation is to add a face mask to your skincare routine. Oh my goodness, guys, we are actually at number 11. That means we're almost through. We just have one more point after this, and this part of the series is over. Now number 11 is to get professional advice. That is to get professional facials and professional consultation. Now that could be at a dermatologist if you have very severe skin issues. definitely I recommend that you see a dermatologist, which is a skin specialist, and they would be able to guide you specifically to products. It may actually be, prescribed products that you need to actually aid with your skin issues, as well as an esthetician will help with doing proper professional facials. They would be able to do your extractions professionally, they would be able to do your peels professionally. Your skincare is actually supposed to be the maintenance in between these consultations and visits to the spa or to the dermatologist. So ideally, you don't just want to do the at-home things, but you also want to ensure that you have professional guidance and help and support alongside what you are doing. This actually aids in ensuring that, even if you're having skin changes, just like, you have your GP that you go and you get your yearly checkup, or your gynecologist. So it's the same thing, that you should employ a skincare specialist to aid you and support you in your skincare journey. And that way, if something is happening or something is off, you actually know exactly what to do, instead of like fishing out of water or trying to figure it out on your own. Remember, they are professionals, they are highly qualified, and they're there for a reason, to help us. So I would definitely suggest that you have your facials done at least once a quarter. If it is your budget is very limited, at least have it done once a quarter, or at least once every 6 to 8 weeks or so, to ensure that you have a nice, rhythm, and ensuring that you are getting professional support while you're on this journey. We are at number 12, and this is the final step that I have, or final point that I have to share with you all as it pertains to starting a skincare routine. And now I'm really going to try to keep it, mellow here. And my 12th tip, step, whatever you want to call it, is to hydrate. You thought I wasn't going to talk about it? Of course I'm going to talk about it. I said what I said. Hydrate. It is important. It is imperative. Skincare is actually 80% internal and 20% external. Now, we've spoken about all these topical things that we can use and do to ensure that we have a really, really nice, glowing, healthy canvas. But all of that will be nothing if it is you're not hydrating. That is drinking your water. Mind your business if you could. But at the same time, putting all that into perspective, drinking your water is so important. Now, I tend to do smoothies, and one of the things that I actually do with smoothies is actually use watermelon juice as a base. So watermelon is excellent for your skin. Like, if you just eat watermelon as part of, your snack, as your fruit for the week, you would see such tremendous results. Cucumber. I try to include cucumbers in my salads and just as a side dish, while I'm having my lunch, because it's so hydrating and nourishing for your skin. So friend, hydrate. There are several ways. You can drink coconut water, you can drink lemon water, you can drink fruit infused water. There are so many ways to get your water intake. Please, I beg you, not just drink water, but hydrate your skin from the inside out. Don't just look at the topical things, don't just look at the things that you like alone, but hydrate. Guys, can you believe that we are at the end of the first part of this series, Love the Skin You're In? And that is, things to consider when starting your skincare routine. In the next video, we're definitely going to be exploring some basic products that you should have when starting a skincare routine. I do hope that you all are enjoying all the content that I'm sharing with you guys. If you did, give this a thumbs up, subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the notification bell so that you will be informed every time I upload a video. So until then, bye.